What's up, family? 2017 is almost to the end. 2018 is right around the corner. And I'm still riding. It's in the low 40s, about 43 when I left the house. So it's getting kind of chilly, not me. Come down with the cold, so my voice sounds a little different. I'm actually kind of getting over it, at least I hope so. It was pretty rough yesterday. My voice is basically gone, hacking up crap all day long. So today it's a bittersweet day, as my foster kids have gone back to their parents and been reunited, which is a good thing, but at the same time, I basically just lost my two kids. So yeah, it's been a rough day. Had to inventory all of their stuff so that they got everything they came with. And of course, we sent them back with a lot of extra. A lot of clothes we bought for them, and toys, and goodies, and all kinds of stuff. But I feel like they're in good hands. You know, I think the parents will do a great job. No concerns in my mind at this point as to the well-being of those children, which is a good sign. Kind of a miracle case in the world of foster parenting. Not too often that you get a couple of great foster kids like I got, and the reunification is such a short time from you actually getting the kids. It's really a good story in the world of foster care. Bumpy. So in my last video, I talked about a potential new job that I was going to be taking, and I just had an interview. I just had the interview last Wednesday, and it went really well. And that video, the last video was shot December 10th, so when I said Wednesday, it was that Wednesday, and, you know, it's been like a week later. But it went really well, and I even got told by somebody who already works there, they talked to the interviewer, and they said I did really well. So, you know, things are looking up right now. And like I said, I might be gone for quite a few months, but, you know, I'll do what I can in the meantime. So something I've just been curious about is other people's music taste. Me in particular, I 90% go towards rock, no matter what kind, and any rock will do, really. I don't really like country music all that well. There's certain songs here and there that I like. I like a lot of things by Toby Keith and Alan Jackson. I like his old stuff. I also like classical music, like instrumental music. And I used to not like pop or like newer style music. Like, for example, like Katy Perry or anybody like that. I didn't like that stuff, but in the last couple years I've grown accustomed to it, and I don't know why, but that seems to be the radio station that I default to anymore. I don't understand why I like that style of music now when I have never liked it before. It's not a problem, you know, it gives me a wider range of music to listen to. I like Christian music every now and then, but there's one type of music that I still don't like, and it's rap. I definitely like any kind of rock, and my favorite band of all times, you guys are gonna think that I'm really super old. I love the Beatles. The Beatles is my stuff. I could listen to it day in, day out, anytime, for any reason. I just love the Beatles. I don't necessarily like when the individual Beatles members like did their own little thing, but I definitely like Beatles as the band together doing their music. I just love it. So I'm just curious what everybody else is interested in and music wise. I'd like to get to know you guys, you know, share my stuff. You tell me your things, it's all good. So if any of you have seen the videos where I talk about my leaky tire, I finally got it fixed. I was really hoping that I didn't have a puncture, but I kind of had an idea that might have been what it was. Well, it turns out that it was just the bead. The bead was loose and needed to be reset. So that got done and my tire is good to go. And I'm actually not even going to mention the people who did it because I'm actually pretty unhappy with the service I got. I don't want to, talk down on them publicly and ruin their name to anybody that actually likes the company. So I'm not that kind of person. Other people can make their own opinions about that company. I'm sure they'll find out. But what it all boiled down to was customer service. When I initially took my bike there to have them look at the tire, I was greeted and everything was great. I had no issues. They kept it overnight. I left it there, and in the morning they called me, and I went to go pick it up the next day. Well, I walk in there, and there's 2 salespeople at the sales counter, and the one is on the phone, so he wasn't going to be talking to me. No big deal. But there was another guy there just like rifling through some paperwork, and he just looks up at me and looks right back down at his paperwork. Doesn't even say a word to me. And whatever, I greeted him, and then he's like, hi. And he was still looking at his paperwork. He didn't even look at me or anything, I felt like I was a big burden to him. Me bringing my business there was a problem, which they won't have to worry about anymore because I won't be doing any more business with them. But anyway, so I just kind of ignored that guy and went on with my business. And I started walking back towards the service desk. And that guy who kind of just barely greeted me at all, after I initiated the conversation, he was like, the service guy's not here. He went to lunch. And he kept looking at his paperwork like he was mad at me or something, that I brought my business in there. I just felt, it was just horrible. And, it kind of set me off. Okay, maybe the service guy isn't there, but you mean to tell me that nobody at the entire building knows how to run up a register or, finalize my service ticket so that I can get my bike and be on the way? So I just started walking out, and he's like, can I help you with something? I'm like, yeah, I wanted my bike, but I guess I'll come back later. And just as I get to the door, he goes, well, how much time do you have? And I didn't even acknowledge that. I was so mad at that point, I just walked out. So I finally come back later, and I made sure to call beforehand to make sure the service guy was there, because apparently nobody there knows how to run a register or handle a service ticket. So I walk in there, and I see that same guy who was kind of a jerk, and I see the service desk guy, and I pointed to the service desk guy, and I'm like, is that him? He's like, yep. And he was like talking to one of his friends, just like not even worrying that there was any customers or anything. And then, the service guy was good to me at first, but when I went in there the second time, he was like trying to rush me out too. Like he was having a conversation with a friend too, and he just like pushed. He's like, we need to finalize his ticket and get him his bike. And that was it. He didn't even say thank you or, anything. I just felt like they really don't care about their customer. Maybe they would care more about their customer if it was like one of their friends or something. But I was really upset by that. So, that business, they won't have to worry about handling my service anymore because I sure as heck won't be going back there. So that's that. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Sorry. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, and listening to me ramble for a while. Hope you enjoyed it, although today wasn't as interesting as other days. If you haven't already and you like what I got, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. It helps me out. And if you want to stay tuned with every video I post, after you click subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you know when I upload a video, and if I post anything else, you'll be up to date. Okay, people, we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully it'll be soon, because it's starting to get cold out. It's supposed to snow tomorrow.